Over the weekend, dozens of Brookshire's locations across Texas and Louisiana actually received hoax bomb threats. And today, on Monday, the threat made its way to Central Texas.
This morning, the Brookshires in Clifton had to be searched by law enforcement after receiving the threat. The Clifton police chief tells me they were ready and prepared, especially after noticing a trend.
One of the perks of living in a small town.
Everybody knows everybody. And so these store employees are pretty savvy, on who's supposed to be there and who's not.
Clifton Police Chief Chris Blanton says it's easier to stop crime and prevent danger, just like a team of law enforcement did on June 24th.
We didn't think that this was a credible threat, but every threat needs to be taken as credible, obviously, until we know otherwise.
The Brookshires in town was on the receiving end of a bomb threat, one of the many locations that's received one in less than a week. A spokesperson for the grocery chain shared a statement to 6 News that said, in part, after thoroughly searching each targeted store, no explosive or suspicious materials were found. Although we believe these threats to all be a hoax, we are continuing to work with state and federal officials on the searching and investigating each threat and will actively pursue prosecution. Blanton said the store was given the all clear in less than half an hour.
That's how well planned and put together the plan was, so it worked out pretty good.
And that's because law enforcement was on high alert that the Clifton location could be next on the list.
Seems like on Saturday, towns that started with the letter A were targeted. Yesterday, towns with the letter B were targeted. And then we just assumed probably today would be letter C. And sure enough, we were correct.
The motive behind the hoax is still being investigated, but Blanton is surprised that the Southern grocer became the target of the threats.
The price of milk and eggs are pretty high, but for somebody to go to the extreme of declaring war against the grocery chain, that is very odd. It's not something that typically you hear about.
Well, the FBI San Antonio division says they are aware of the numerous hoax threats made to grocery stores and are actively investigating. They urge the public to remain vigilant and report any and all suspicious activity and/or people